Alright guys, welcome back to Zero Plays Moemon Mega FireRed version. Last time we started Silphco, and now we're going to continue. I also was talking about how Blondie's not editing power plays anymore, at least not on the regular. He's still going to do stuff for me, like when I absolutely need help. Like, I don't have time to edit episodes. I'm not going to show Team Marketing respect, fuck you. But as the regular editor, he will not be editing it anymore, and it's for two reasons. One, I don't need him to anymore because I'm pretty well caught up on my own stuff. If I get behind again, he's like, I'll ask him to edit probably power plays again, or we said other times, if we're like doing a convention thing, he'll just edit those episodes because it's easier for him to do it than to wait for me to get it done. So that's kind of where we're at. It's a bit of a pain in the ass because it's not really a pain in the ass for me. It's more for him, because a lot of the times what'll happen is I'll send him footage for a video, footage and audio. Doesn't have, and I have to send it over the internet, and he doesn't have the best internet connection. So it takes a really long time for him to download footage. And I felt like I was putting too many expectations on him. I'm like, hey, so can you have this out by this time? Metacham? Holy shit. Can I just stop? Holy shit. Metacham's pretty fucking hot. She's got that belly dancer thing going on. That's sick. Anyways, I feel like I've been constantly putting expectations on him for stuff, and it's like, he's doing this practically free. Like, I did pay him, like, it wasn't like I was paying him a regular salary or anything, but like, I would like get him stuff, or like I bought him a new hard drive, for example, because he was running out of space. I helped buy him some other things, a couple cons. I paid for part of his like room split, stuff like that. So I was like compensating him, but it wasn't like the same, I guess you could say. I'll keep Ryuki up for this. So I always felt like this, one of the things that I thought of is, like, if the channel ever took off and I could say this was I was making enough money on this for this to be not just a regular job, but things, I could start paying him for editing. But he was really doing it to me as a favor, and I don't need that favor anymore on the regular. And plus, he might say it doesn't affect his own stuff, but I know that he's not working on his own projects. Instead, he's working on my stuff, and it's not like these Let's Plays are hard to edit. They're not. They're very very seldom do I get put into a corner where I can't get the video out. Like, the only thing recently was I spent a couple days trying to find a way to with the Sonic Adventure 2 battle episodes, I was trying to find a way to reduce that high-pitched noise that if you played Sonic Adventure 2, you know that Tails and Robotnik, or Eggman, that's what Metatite looks like. Metatite's very cute. Also got that belly dancer thing going on. There's when you target with Tails or Eggman, there's this high-pitched noise that the entire time you're in targeting mode, and it gives me a migraine. Or it can give me a migraine. So I can only imagine people watching my videos too. So it wasn't perfect, but I found a way to sort of reduce that sound. Of course, I found in doing so, another high-pitched sound was kind of also still there, but it was not as bad to my sensitive hearing, my hearing sensitivity, than the constant beep was. And like, that's the thing, because I have hearing sensitivity, one, because I get migraines easy, and two, because I fucked up my ears when I was younger. Like, I can hear fine, but like every so often I'll have a ringing noise coming in, and sometimes my hearing will make it sound like I'm hearing through like a funnel, or a tunnel, something like that. I forget what they call that. There's a term for it, and I can't. Tinnitus, I think it is. You just like, sometimes your hearing goes whack like that. And when that these are just examples. These don't happen all the time, but every so often, my hearing will go sensitive. Not just because of the migraines I get, because I wear glasses for eye strain, and when I start getting into that, because for years and years and years, I would I work in IT. I look at a screen all day. Even when I'm at home, I'm practically looking at a screen all day. Like, I'm stopping to go, sometimes to go for a jog and whatnot, so I'm taking breaks, but I'm still looking at a screen practically all the time. Whether it be my phone, my computer screens, or whatever. Like, play a game, I'm looking at a screen. Like, it's just my life, my career, everything involves me looking at computer screens. So, every so often, I would start to get headaches. And one of the jobs I was working at, this would have been back in 2016, I think, when I got those glasses. 2015, 2016 is when I started wearing glasses. So I've only been wearing glasses for like 4 years. Not even that long, but it got really bad because I was looking at screens all day long, because I was doing help desk stuff. So when you're help desk, you've got to be there to, answer phone calls from users or answer emails and stuff from people who are having problems. You're essentially doing troubleshooting for most of your day. There would be on-site work too, but it was mostly, I keep thinking this is the one thing, but it's not. Essentially, it would just be like, I'd be looking at screens all day. And what I found was, I was starting to get intense migraines, and what would happen is, if it started happening because I was looking at screens all day, sometimes I would get light sensitivity, sometimes I would get sound sensitivity, sometimes I'd lose my appetite. It wasn't good. It was a lot of things that was causing things. And we found out, it was because one of my eyes is slightly less, what's the word I'm trying to use here? Slightly less, slightly weaker than my other eye. So, in order to compensate, so I could keep my vision to be equivalent, my other eye was straining more to try to keep up. So that, of course, started causing me to get migraines. So I'm just leaving smug my eye for this because, I can kill these things in one hit with lava plume. I told my doctor about it, and he's like, "You need glasses." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, you need glasses." And of course, he was right. I went to get my eyes tested, and I needed glasses. So I'm on my second pair of glasses. I'm actually supposed to probably have these replaced this year, but I don't have benefits right now, so I won't be replacing my glasses anytime soon. Besides, this pair is doing me pretty well, better than my first pair held up. But yeah, it's, oh, great. Do I have an antidote? I think I do. So the main thing with all this is that, that high-pitched noise, I spent about 2 or 3 days trying to find a way to reduce that high-pitched noise in the Sonic Adventure 2 stuff. Because I was like, it was not only annoying me, I'm sure it was annoying people watching the episodes. And I had asked Blondie, at one point, I'm like, "Hey, is there anything you can do about that noise?" He's like, "I don't have any good way of taking care of it." And I'm like, "Okay." A high-pitched noise like that. That kind of sucks. But that one probably doesn't need to be removed. Is that all there is to do up here? Yeah, okay. Go to the next one. So, I spent 2 days, just trying to find somebody who's done something. And the thing is, it was one of those things that was, hard to explain. So looking up how to do it became virtually impossible until I came across this one video of this guy who it was for something completely different. It was for noise removal or something, but he happened to do the exact thing I needed to do, and I figured it out. For anybody wondering how I did it, I played around with the settings in the the graphical EQ in Sony Vegas. And I might even put, like, my settings here on screen to help anybody else, because it took me a long time to figure it out. Ugh, excuse me. And when I finally did, I was like, ah, yes, thank you. Because I was about to give up. I was like, you know what? I'll just give up and just leave these as they are. But it was annoying me because when you've got that sound going through your headphones and you have the same problem that I do with, like, sound sensitivity, that can be a trigger for a migraine. Like, even just thinking about it is, like, giving me a bit of a headache. Like, that stupid sound. But yeah, like, I was happy I figured out how to fix it. And it was just little things like that I would ask Blondie to do things that I'm like, this should take no effort, I think. But it's actually a big pain in the ass. And that's the thing, he wasn't just editing the videos, he was doing audio, he was doing audio post-processing and dynamic compression, something that I normally did anyways, but he just did it because he's like, I know how to do it too, so I would just send him the audio as is. And also, like, as someone who edits video, I know that I can be picky with the stuff that I've given. So, like, when I do, for example, when I do my podcast, or one of my podcasts, I like to do the audio cleanup myself. Because, or even my own projects, like other projects, like voice acting stuff. Not that I do that much anymore, but even when it was a regular, excuse me, if I can stop yawning, I would prefer to do that work myself, because if I'm going to edit the video, I have to listen to your audio multiple times. If it doesn't sound right to me, I'm not going to enjoy working on the video. So I understood from his perspective that he would just rather clean it up himself, because maybe he doesn't like the way I do it, whatever. And that kind of worked out. Come on, Ryuki. Ah, damn it. So I totally get where he was coming from. And I would ask him to do add stupid stuff in all the time. Like, hey, can you zoom in? Can you do this? Like, and my problem is I got used to that with Rower, because Rower would do it. And then eventually, like, we did it so often that Rower's like, hey, could you cut that down? Like, oh, I'm like, oh, I thought you wanted this. He's like, yeah, but you're using it too much and it's not cool. Blondie would just straight up say no to things. So, what happened? Of course, I have no PP. Wonder if I have an ether I can use, though. Wow, camera looks cute, though. Do I have an ether? I should really save the big ethers for later. Oh, I've got a regular ether. There we go. No, I don't need to go back in my bag. So yeah, so Blondie wasn't fired or anything. I just said, him and I had a discussion. I'm like, look, you don't have to edit videos for me anymore, because I'm caught up and I'm off right now. If I was working full time still, that would be different, but Grumpig. Why is he so grumpiggy? Aw, Grumpig is cute. Magic coat. What does that do? Well, no time to find out. I don't know what that does. Is Grumpig's pants not staying on? I just realized. Or are those, like... I was gonna say, are those leggings? But no, why would the leggings go over her mid-section? Never mind. I'm thinking about this way too much. But yes, lights out. But anyways, guys, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. And next time on Zero Plays Moemon Mega FireRed version, we will continue Sifco. See you then. Hey guys, my top 20 games of the last decade video is finally up on my review channel. If you get a sec, please check it out.